Hello everybody, this is Mike from Accounting for Cycling. Thanks for tuning in today. Today we will do an unboxing and a quick first impression of the Garmin Varia RTL515 rear view radar and tail light. So currently I'm using and I'm spacing on the actual name of it, but they're smart tail light that does not have radar. Works great, connects directly to your Garmin head unit, looks nice, fits right in. You can actually get a special remote, and if you have two of them connected, you can actually use them as turn signals, which is really cool. But the best feature is that as you speed up or slow down, the light changes. And this has that same ability. It's really in there. So we'll pop that out. Nothing left in that. Alright, so in the box, you have your quick start guide and safety instructions. You also have this seat post mount, including, this is a nice upgrade. I actually just bought this kit for my e-bike, so it would connect onto, so I actually use this setup, and then it goes onto my luggage rack and sticks right on there and is pretty firmly secure. So you've got the insert for kind of a standard round seat post, or especially if you have a newer road bike, probably has an aero seat post. So this not only sets it up in a more aerodynamic angled position, but it has the cutout. So if you have a D-shaped seat post, which most aerodynamic type bikes do have, even a lot of the more adventure or cruising focused road bikes, they tend to have this deep-shaped seat post for better aerodynamics. Previously, you kind of had to hack things together. I think I actually took on my old seat post something like this and just kind of like strapped it on there. So this will be a very nice secure upgrade and make it look a little more official. It's really nice that they include that right in the box now too. So it's pretty securely taped in. Just kind of put that open. So pretty low-key looking unit. If you didn't know it had a radar built in right here, you probably would just, I don't guess it's for the battery or something. You also have the red plastic going around the side, almost certainly for side visibility, which is definitely welcomed, especially if you ride around the city. And the single LED in the middle here. So let's turn it on. Ooh, that's pretty bright. So you can see on the side here where it kind of shines through. And we're in pairing mode. We'll set up the new device. Let's connect the sensor. Add sensor. Light or radar? Let's go with radar. Perfect. Found it right away. There we are. And it adds it to lights and your radar. Very quick, easy setup. And goes over the warning that the proximity alerts are only to raise your awareness. You should still look around, still be aware of your surroundings. Like, you should not ignore any of that. So, now that it's paired, let's go to sensors, set up the light profile for it. So I don't have my headlight connected to it just yet. We'll add that sensor too. And it found it. Alright, and so it's sensing what it is. Some radar disconnected. A little bit of movement and it turns back on. It's a battery saving feature, which is really nice to have. That way you don't start taking off and your battery's completely dead. But for the most part, the batteries on these are pretty lengthy. I don't think I've ever had a headlight or taillight die on any rides. And I believe they're good for at least 12 hours. I think the headlight might actually be rated for 8 to 12 depending on mode, and as low as 4 if you have it in the ultra bright high beam the whole time. The taillight, at least the old one I had, which I believe was the RTL515, that had some crazy battery life, like 18 to 24 hours. Again, depending on mode, and I'm sure this is the same way. If you use more radar, a higher beam, it's going to drain through the battery a little bit quicker. But if you put it on just flashing, it'll be longer lasting. But yeah, that was the setup for the RTL515. Very quick and easy. Go over some of its physical features a little more here. So it has a micro USB charging port here. At some point, it would be nice if Garmin did switch to USB-C, which I would imagine is in their future plans. But as far as micro USB is still pretty easy to find, so it's not necessarily an issue. So with the network options here, so we have the light mode set to auto, so depending on speed, brightness of ambient light, if you go through a tunnel, it'll get brighter. If you're riding outside in the sunlight, it'll get dimmer or switch to a flashing mode. Go to test the radar light. So you can see it's doing more of a pulsing flash, so it stays on the whole time for better visibility, but also just does a little bit of a pulse to make people more aware of that you're there. And then testing the headlight does the same thing. This is actually one of my favorite modes for the headlight. You still get good visibility at night, still can see the road and trail well, but also it brings awareness to you. So both are working well. I've got the auto beam adjustment on. That's just nice. You turn them on, you turn the unit on, it just goes. That's the unboxing and overview of the Garmin Varia RTL515. Pretty excited to get this whole setup out on the road, test it out, and see how everything works. But thanks for tuning in. If you like the video, click the like button down below. For more content, please subscribe, and thank you for tuning in. Have a great day.